Hello, everyone. Welcome to the next part of our series. We are in the fifth part of PYQ series on higher education. So let's start with a few questions here. So we have first question. We have two statements here, and you have to find out which statement is right. Statement one: Punjab University was established by a special act of incorporation in 1914. The second statement: University of Allahabad was established by a special act of incorporation in 1887. So, in the light of the above statements, choose the most appropriate answer from the options given below. So, let's see these two statements here. So, if you see, one of the oldest universities of India is the Punjab University, which was started in Lahore in 1882. Okay, the present, after the independence in 1947, we have a Punjab University Act, which created the East Punjab University in Simla. Okay, so the first statement here is wrong. It is not 1914, it is actually 1882. If you are taking the pre-independent era, or if you are taking the post-independent era, it would be 1947. Coming to the next one, University of Allahabad was established by the Act of Incorporation in 1887. Yes, it is right. University of Allahabad was established on 23rd September 1887. In fact, it is the fourth oldest university in India after Calcutta, Bombay, and Madras University, which was established in 1857. So the statement first one is incorrect and the second one is right. So the answer would be 4. Coming to the next one, we have two statements here. We have to find out which is right. As a result of recommendations of Wood Dispatch, modern university in India was begun in 1857. Yes, this statement is right. Second one, when the Banaras Hindu University, Varanasi, was established in the year 1927. So if you see, the statement 1 is right. Coming to the statement 2 here, the Banaras Hindu University was established in 1916. Okay, and if you see, before the Banaras Hindu University was started, there is a college called Central Hindu College, which was founded by Annie Besant. Okay, the Theosophist Annie Besant, she founded the Central Hindu College, and this Central in 1898. And when Banaras Hindu University was created, the Central University was subsumed under the Banaras Hindu University. So here, the first one is right, and the second one is incorrect. So the answer would be 3. Coming to the third one, which university in India was first to throw all university examinations open to girls? Okay, let's start with the basic first. If you see, the first university to admit girl students were in 1877, it was Calcutta University. Okay, it was the first university which admitted students, and similarly, it was the first university to open the university examination to the girls also. So the answer will be the second one here. And if you see here, even it was started in 1857, Calcutta University, but for the first 18 years, no girl students enrolled. In fact, in 1875, there was one inquiry by a Parsi gentleman called Sorabji. So he asked whether his girl could appear in the exam, but his request was denied. Okay, in the University of Bombay. Similarly, there was another girl who appeared in the University of Calcutta. Her name is Chandramukhi Basu. She was also denied permission. Only in 1877, the Calcutta University opened the girls for girl students. And later on, in 1883, if you see, so once the Calcutta University opened, in 1883, two members, one is Chandramukhi Basu, and the other one, you might have known about her, it is Kadambari Basu. Kadambini Basu. So these both are the first girls who became the first women graduates in India. Okay, from University of Calcutta. Okay, if you see, the first women university which was opened in India was in 1916. So the women university is known as Srimati Nathibai Damodar Thackeray University. So this was the first women's university which was created in India. Moving on to the next question. Which of the following university threw all university examination open to girls in 1883? So if you see here, the specific year is mentioned 1883. Calcutta University admitted students in 1877, and later 1833 they passed out of the university. We know that. Now, if you see which university opened in 1883, it was Bombay. So Bombay University was the first one. In 1883, they actually followed the suit of the Calcutta University. And the person called as Konya Sorabji was the first women graduate from the Bombay University. Moving on to the next question. We have three persons here: M.G. Ranade, Mahadev Govinda Ranade, Gopala Ganesh Agarkar, and Gopala Krishna Gokhale. So what is the idea on education system? Women education especially, that was a question here. So the first statement here is keep women enlightened in order to preserve the superiority of men. Second one, provide equal opportunities to both boys and girls through co-ed institutions. Third one, all domestic work should be done by women alone. And fourth one, if women study science, they would lose faith in moral. So if you take all the things here, the opt answer would be the second one. So they feel that both men and women are equal and they have to provide education. Okay, so in fact, if you see, there was one college called as the Ferguson College. Ferguson's College, which was aiming for co-ed system. Okay, so even the Gopalakrishna Gokhale and other supporters, they said that women should have equal position, and they, supported the introduction of this Ferguson College. So the answer would be the second one. Coming to the next one, the white paper on Indian education was announced a few days before the passing of the Indian University Act and Dash. So if you see, the white paper on Indian education was a document which contains the various proposals and recommendations for reformation of entire education system in India. It was announced by British in 1901, 3 years before the passing of University Act of 1904. So the answer would be the first one here. Coming to the next one. Who among the following founded the Imperial Library, which he wanted to see as the future Bodleian Library or a British Museum of the East? Okay, if you see here, the Bodleian Library here is actually a component of the Oxford University. Okay, Oxford libraries are considered to be one of the greatest libraries in the world, and they have large number of collections. So Bodleian Library is one of the oldest libraries in Europe. Okay, and it has nearly 13 million printed items. In 1602, it was first opened to the scholars. Okay, so in the same lines in India, in 1891, we had this Imperial Library, which was formed, and it consists of it is a combination of various secretariat libraries at that time. And mostly, if you see, it contains books which is belonging to the former East India College, which was in Fort Williams. Earlier, we had former East India College in Fort Williams, which actually trained the officers. So books of those colleges were present in this library. Okay, and if you see here, this library was only for the officials here. And later on, there was a need for opening the library to the public. And the Governor General of India, Lord Curzon, okay, what he did was during his tenure, he actually, opened the library for the public use, the Imperial Library for the public use. Okay, so the answer here would be Lord Curzon here, and he said that this library would be known as it can be seen as the future Bodleian Library or the British Museum Library of the East. So if you see here, this Imperial Library is nothing but the National Library which we know today. Okay, so there was an act which was passed in 1948, so which changed the name of the Imperial Library to the National Library. And later on, in 1976, the library was named as National Library of India. Okay, though in 1953, if you see, this National Library was opened to the public by Maulana Abul Kalam Azad. Okay, so the National Library of India, which we know today, was earlier known as the Imperial Library of India, which was started for the officials, and later on it was opened to public by Lord Curzon. Coming to the next question, two statements are given. The first statement: universities set up by the Act of Incorporation in 1857 were affiliated university for distant geographical areas. No geographical limits to the area of affiliation was inducted for the university set up by the Act of Parliament in 1857. Okay, if you see here, both the statements are right. Okay, both 1 and 2 are right. So let me just give you what happened. So if you see in 1857, when the University of Bombay, Calcutta and Madras were came, it was, that it was modeled after the University of London, and it affiliated most of the colleges. In fact, if you see, there are nearly 20 colleges which were working in India during that time. And most of these colleges prepared the students for the Indian civil service examinations, okay, under the British government. So these these three universities affiliated those 20 colleges. And later on, if you see, University of Punjab was founded in 1882. And so during this time, the University of Punjab, Allahabad, and all these five universities were the only universities till 1960. So they affiliated the Bombay, Calcutta, Madras, Punjab, and Allahabad University. They affiliated most of the colleges. And distant geographical areas, for example, the Burma. Okay, those colleges in Burma were affiliated with the University of Calcutta. Okay, so the first statement is right. Coming to the next one, the geographical limit can also be called as the territorial limits. Okay, if you see, the territorial limit of each university was not defined in 1857. Rather, it was defined in the Indian University Act 1904. In the 1904 Act, territorial limit of each university, it is said that it would be defined by the Governor General in Council. Governor General in Council. Okay, so earlier the jurisdiction was not considered. Okay, even the University of Calcutta, if you see, out of all the universities, they have enormous territorial jurisdiction. Okay, so we don't have exact limit for these universities till 1857, in the 1857 Act. So the answer would be the first one. Coming to the next one, Dr. Ambedkar was associated with the effort of establishing Milan College, Aurangabad College, Mahabodhi College, and the Nagpur College. So if you see, Ambedkar established a college in 1945 in Bombay. It is called Siddharth College. Okay, and in the 1945 itself, he created a society called People's Education Society. People's Education Society. And later on, after 6 years, to be frank, so he established Milan College at Aurangabad. Okay, so the answer would be 1 here, Milan College at Aurangabad. Yes. We'll move on to the next question, the final question for today. Which of the following areas of liberal education at high level in the feudal society of Europe were classified as quadrium? So if you see the feudal society of Europe, there are basically two divisions. One is quadrium, other one is trivium. Okay, trivium. So tri means 3, quad means 4. So trivium is 3 subjects and quadrium is 4 subjects. These together, 4 plus 3, 7 subjects are considered to be, the classical arts, the 7 classical arts. 7 classical arts, which are considered to be having thinking skills. They are considered to be the highest form of thinking skills. Okay, and it was considered to be the foundation for the study of philosophy, in fact. Okay, be it philosophy or liberal arts, we say, and theology. So the areas like arithmetic, astronomy, and music, along with geography, along with geometry, is called as quadrium. Okay, so arithmetic, astronomy, music, and geometry is called as quadrium. When you take trivium, we have grammar, logic, and as well as other one is called rhetoric. Okay, rhetoric is nothing but the art of persuasion. So if you take these 3 together, it is called trivium. So grammar, logic, rhetoric, arithmetic, astronomy, music, and geometry, all these 7 are called as the 7 classical arts, which form the basis of the liberal arts education in the Western countries, in the Western society, and it is considered to be the basic of the thinking skills. Okay, whereas practical skills means it is medicine and architecture. Okay, thinking skills are these which form the basis of philosophy. Okay, so these are the 10 questions for today. I hope you have learned these 10 questions. I hope this would be useful for your exam. For further such content, keep subscribing to Renu and Ram Academy and share it to your friends also. And we'll continue with the other questions from tomorrow. So every week, Monday to Friday, we'll have our classes. So thank you.